It was obviously really difficult for my family to go through all that. Michelle Conkley, I'm from Eagleville, PA, and I went to Methacton High School. When I started out, I just wanted to not be last. And then as I got more and more into it, especially in high school, I really had my eye on that school record board. In high school, my sophomore year, we had a really strong team and we medaled at states at Bucknell, which was awesome to be up on that podium and set the school record. So was able to check that off my list. And then I was two-time All-American on multiple relays.
After graduating high school in 2010, Michelle started making future plans by choosing the right college that was just right for her.
You need to pick a school based on academics, and then it kind of just fit that Georgetown, the level of their swim team was very appropriate for me, challenging, but you know, not too competitive, and I loved the school, I loved DC, and it was really great to just have that community of teammates. Swimming was going really well when I first got there. I loved the team environment. It was very structured. We had a new coach my freshman year, so we were kind of all learning together, and I was improving really fast. I had my eyes on those relays towards the end of the year.
And then, when Michelle was in her freshman year of college, an unforgettable accident happened that changed Michelle's life entirely.
Standing on my desk in my dorm room, and our desks were right below our windows. So my roommate and I would always stand on our desks to open the windows. So one night I was doing that just like I had done 100 times before. I was just wearing socks, no shoes, and the top of the desk was really slippery. So I stood up on it and grabbed the window, and as I pushed the window up, I slipped and I fell out, and I fell 5 stories. So when I woke up in the hospital, I couldn't move anything below my waist. I could wiggle one toe a little bit, but that was it. So I broke my L2 vertebrae in my spine, which damaged my spinal cord. And then I also crushed my heel bone on my right foot. I broke a bunch of bones in both of my feet, and I broke some ribs and punctured one of my lungs. So because I had a little bit of wiggle in one toe, that was a really good sign right away, but they basically said, you know, we're not sure. Very early on, they told my parents it was going to be a really long recovery. I needed to take a whole semester off of school. I don't even know how many days I spent, over 7 weeks living in the hospital. And it was very intense. I was so tired. I lost 30 pounds. It was just moving from bed to my wheelchair was exhausting.
Without a doubt, Michelle knew that she would swim again, even as she still was recovering.
I knew that I would swim again. So when my swim coach came to visit me before my first surgery, I told him that I'm coming back.
And sure enough, Michelle was right back with her teammates the following semester.
I think I felt like it wasn't that different. You know, walking was really, really hard once I started to do that, and everything hurt. And then in the water, my arms were still fine. I was out of shape. Yeah, I was still able to just paddle just like I normally did, and it just felt very comfortable. Everyone in my college's conference had really kind of rallied around me. They would let me swim exhibition events. I was getting faster and faster, but my times were still nowhere near where they were. Like I don't know that I even broke 30 seconds in the 50 free that whole year, and I was like a 23 in high school. I realized, like, okay, I might not ever be competitive at the Division I level again. We really just Googled like swimming for people with disabilities, and we found Paralympics, and we, you know, I could walk by then. I wasn't an amputee. We weren't even sure if I would qualify, but we went down and met some coaches, and they were like, yes, we would love to have you. So that's how I got involved in that, and then it really kind of took off from there.
After working hard for many months, Michelle signed her ticket to Rio for the Paralympic Games.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing, especially because I had went to the trials for London in 2012 and I didn't make the team. I was about 3 people away from making the team. So that was horrible. And then at the trials for Rio, I went all best times. I broke a world record, totally sealed my ticket to Rio. So it was incredible, and I knew that I swam so well at trials. I knew I was setting myself up really well for Rio.
Finally, Rio came, and Michelle achieved many great honors and awards.
In Rio, I set a world record in the 100 free, and then I set a Paralympic record in the 50 free. I had the world record from trials, so golds in the 50 and the 100, and then my relays, we got silver and bronze in the relays. I was also team captain in Rio. Doing well in the Paralympics really has given me so many really cool opportunities. I got to meet President Obama. I got to give a TED Talk. I've gotten to travel all over the world. I was sponsored by a swimsuit company, like things that I never ever thought I would be doing.
With a lot of thought, Michelle ended her time as a professional swimmer to pursue her medical field goals.
I ended my time on the national team about 6 months ago. I'm in my third year of medical school now, which keeps me quite busy. After I got hurt and I saw that these doctors literally saved my life and put me back together, that's definitely confirmed that that's what I want to go into. So I just decided that, I'm going to kind of go out on top. I had an amazing career and can take a lot away from that, but not competing anymore. It's been really cool to be able to kind of spread the message of Paralympics and come in contact with so many other people who have gone through challenges, and if I'm able to use my story and inspire hope in other people, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm very glad to be where I am today.